Leati Joseph Joe Anoa'i is an American professional wrestler and former Canadian football defensive tackle. Anoa'i is signed to WWE, where he performs under the ring name Roman Reigns. Formerly a member of The Shield, he held the WWE Tag Team Championship once with Seth Rollins. In addition, he holds the record for most eliminations at the annual Survivor Series match with 4 at the 2013 event, and 2 months later broke the record for most eliminations in a single Royal Rumble at the 2014 event by eliminating 12 wrestlers. He is a member of the Anoa'i family, a renowned Samoan-American wrestling dynasty. Football career: Anoa'i played football throughout high school, 3 years at Pensacola Catholic High School and 1 year at Escambia High School. During this time, he was named Defensive Player of the Year by the Pensacola News-Journal. He then attended Georgia Institute of Technology, where he was a member of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets football team. He was a 3-year starter beginning in his sophomore year and team captain, and in 2006 was named first-team All-Atlantic Coast Conference as a senior. He made 29 tackles for loss, including 12 sacks, the 13th best record in Georgia Tech's history. After going undrafted in the 2007 NFL Draft, he was signed by the Minnesota Vikings. Upon being released by the Vikings, he was added to the Jacksonville Jaguars roster to provide depth at defensive end. In 2008, Anoa'i was signed by the Edmonton Eskimos and accepted a spot on the team's practice roster. Wearing the number 99, Anoa'i played 5 games with the Eskimos, of which he started 3. He played just a single season, before being released in November. World Wrestling Entertainment WWE, Developmental Territories. In July 2010, Anoa'i signed a developmental contract with World Wrestling Entertainment and was later assigned to their developmental territory Florida Championship Wrestling. He debuted on September 9, 2010, using the ring name Roman Leati, in a loss to Richie Steamboat in a singles match. Further losses to Idol Stevens and Wes Briscoe ensued, before he gained his first win on September 21 over Fardrek Mann. He continued competing in FCW throughout the remainder of the year, wrestling mainly in tag team matches. On the January 16, 2011, episode of FCW television, Leati was a competitor in a 30-man Grand Royal, but was eliminated. Later in 2011, Leati formed an alliance with Donnie Marlowe and the pair unsuccessfully challenged Calvin Reigns and Big E Langston for the FCW Florida Tag Team Championship on July 8. In 2012, Leati became a main eventer in singles competition, and he pinned Florida heavyweight champion Leo Kruger during a tag team match on the January 8 episode of FCW television. On the February 5 episode of FCW television, he defeated Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins in a triple threat match to become the #1 contender to the FCW Florida Heavyweight Championship. He failed to win the championship when he lost to champion Kruger the following week. Leati later won the FCW Florida Tag Team Championship with Mike Dalton, before dropping it to C.J. Parker and Jason Jordan. When WWE rebranded FCW as NXT Wrestling, Anoa'i, with the new ring name of Roman Reigns, made his WWE NXT debut on the October 31, 2012, episode, defeating C.J. Parker. The Shield. Reigns made his main roster television debut on November 18, 2012, at the Survivor Series pay-per-view alongside Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins, assaulting Ryback during the triple threat main event for the WWE Championship, allowing CM Punk to retain the title. The trio declared themselves the Shield, and vowed to rally against injustice. They denied working for Punk, but routinely emerged from the crowd to attack Punk's adversaries, including Ryback and WWE Tag Team Champions Team Hell No. This led to a 6-man tables, ladders, and chairs match at the TLC, Tables, Ladders and Chairs pay-per-view, in which Reigns, Ambrose, and Rollins defeated Team Hell No and Ryback in their debut match. The Shield continued to aid Punk in January 2013, attacking both Ryback and The Rock. On Raw on January 28, it was revealed that Punk and his manager Paul Heyman had been paying The Shield and Brad Maddox to work for them. The Shield then quietly ended their association with Punk while beginning a feud with John Cena, Ryback, and Sheamus that led to a six-man tag match on February 17 at Elimination Chamber, which the Shield won. The Shield had their first Raw match the following night, where they defeated Ryback, Sheamus, and Chris Jericho. Sheamus then formed an alliance with Randy Orton and Big Show to face the Shield at WrestleMania 29, but the Shield emerged victorious in their first WrestleMania match. The following night on Raw, the Shield attempted to attack The Undertaker but was stopped by Team Hell No. This set up a six-man tag team match on the April 22 episode of Raw, which the Shield won. On the May 13 episode of Raw, the Shield's undefeated streak in televised six-man tag team matches ended in a disqualification loss in an elimination match against Cena, Kane and Bryan. On May 19 at Extreme Rules, Reigns and Rollins defeated Team Hell No in a tag team tornado match to win the WWE Tag Team Championship. They made their first televised title defense on the May 27 episode of Raw, defeating Team Hell No in a rematch. On the June 14 episode of SmackDown, the Shield's unpinned unsubmitted streak in televised six-man tag team matches came to an end at the hands of Team Hell No and Randy Orton, when Daniel Bryan submitted Rollins. Reigns and Rollins defeated Bryan and Orton at Payback to retain the WWE Tag Team Championship. Further successful title defenses followed against the Usos on July 14 during the Money in the Bank pre-show and the Primetime Players at Night of Champions. On the September 23 episode of Raw, Reigns was pinned for the first time while on the main roster courtesy of the Usos when the Shield participated in and lost an 11-on-3 handicap elimination match. In August, the Shield began working for Chief Operating Officer Triple H and the Authority. On the October 14 episode of Raw, Reigns and Rollins lost the WWE Tag Team Championship to Cody Rhodes and Goldust in a no-disqualification match, following interference from Big Show. At Hell in a Cell, Reigns and Rollins failed to regain the tag team title in a triple threat match. Tension began to appear within the Shield, especially between Reigns and Ambrose, as Ambrose was the only member left with the championship. At Survivor Series, Reigns was the sole survivor for his team in the traditional 5-on-5 elimination tag team match after eliminating 4 opponents. After losing to Punk in a handicap match at TLC, Tables, Ladders and Chairs, Reigns defeated Punk in a singles match after a distraction from Ambrose on January 6, 2014, making him the only member of the Shield to have beaten Punk. At the Royal Rumble pay-per-view, Reigns entered the Rumble match at number 15, and set the record for most eliminations in a single Rumble with 12. He eliminated both his Shield teammates, and was the runner-up in the match after being eliminated by Batista. The next night on Raw, the Shield competed in a six-man tag team match against Daniel Bryan, Sheamus, and John Cena, with all 3 members of the winning team qualifying to compete in the Elimination Chamber match for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. The Shield lost the match via disqualification after the Wyatt family interfered and attacked Cena, Bryan, and Sheamus. The Shield wanted revenge and a six-man tag for the Shield against the Wyatt family at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view was arranged, in which the Shield lost. Despite more tension, the Shield reconciled in March. In March, the Shield began feuding with Kane, which turned all members of the Shield into faces. Over the next few weeks, the Shield continued exchanging assaults with Kane, who was joined by the New Age Outlaws, leading to a match between the two teams at WrestleMania XXX, which the Shield won. The feud with Kane also prompted the Shield to sever ties with Triple H, who reformed Evolution to counter them. The Shield defeated Evolution at both Extreme Rules and Payback. When Batista left Evolution in June, Triple H initiated Plan B. This involved Rollins turning on the Shield and aligning himself with Triple H. Singles competition, Reigns and Ambrose subsequently quietly disbanded, with Reigns using new entrance music. On the June 16 episode of Raw, Reigns goaded Vicky Guerrero into adding him to the Battle Royal to qualify for a spot for the Money in the Bank ladder match for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship at Money in the Bank. He won by eliminating Rusev. At Money in the Bank, Reigns failed to win the title. The next night on Raw, Triple H placed Reigns in the fatal four-way match for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship at Battleground. Personal life: Anoa'i is half Samoan and half Italian. Both his father, Sika, and his brother, Matt, are professional wrestlers. As a member of the Anoa'i family, he is a cousin to fellow professional wrestlers Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Yokozuna, Rikishi Fatu, Umaga, and the Usos. At the Georgia Institute of Technology, Anoa'i studied management. Anoa'i is engaged. He has a daughter, with whom he appeared in a public service announcement in June 2014. In wrestling. Finishing moves: as Roman Reigns, spear. As Leati, checkmate. Signature moves: moment of silence, belly-to-back suplex into a urinage, leaping clothesline, running dropkick from the floor to a rope-hung opponent, Samoan drop, Superman punch, with theatrics. Entrance themes: Special Op by Jim Johnston, The Truth Reigns by Jim Johnston. Championships and accomplishments: Florida Championship Wrestling, FCW Florida Tag Team Championship a Euro with Mike Dalton. Pro Wrestling Illustrated, PWI Tag Team of the Year a Euro with Seth Rollins. PWI ranked him number 39 of the top 500 singles wrestlers in the PWI 500 in 2013. WWE Tag Team Championship a Euro with Seth Rollins, Slammy Award for What a Maneuver of the Year a Euro for the Spear, Slammy Award for Faction of the Year a Euro with Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins as the Shield, Slammy Award for Trending Now of the Year a Euro Believe in the Shield a Euro with Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins as the Shield, Slammy Award for Breakout Star of the Year a Euro with Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins as the Shield. Wrestling Observer Newsletter, Most Improved, Tag Team of the Year a Euro with Seth Rollins. References. External links. Roman Reigns' profile on WWE.com, Georgia Tech profile.